feels alright till I found ya. Like an itch in my scalp that I can't get out. When you're out and about, I just miss you more. Since you're over the horizon, you are my destination.
Welcome to Astronaut Airlines.
Wish I could take more than 100 million feelings, got me carried on like ooh baby, I just wanna love you like I do. The astronaut child in the eye, mean I wanna see ya. I'm just pixels from the sky. Don't matter if I trade a star. Somewhere over the horizon, through the city lights, nothing so far. And now if I had a superpower, I would teleport me to your hour. 'Cause ooh baby, I don't wanna waste more time. My time with this airline. It's not a friend zone, it's every different time zone. Just lagging like an astronaut. Somewhere over the horizon, through the city lights, nothing so far. And ooh baby, I can wait to meet you very soon.
Yo, what's up, Obama? I'm gonna make sure everything's working. I gotta check the captions are working again. Oh, they are. They're not broken this time. I restarted this PC. I was fairly certain they were not going to work. 40? You're pushing 40? Holy. I need to get a fucking button for the 3D model because this... There we go. Doesn't really work. Oh, I was gonna install TikTok. I forgot to install... I haven't installed TikTok Studio on this PC. I keep fucking forgetting. Your knees still work? That's sounds like a really important piece of information. Are you planning to do something on your knees? This fucking Lua script still popping up. That shit should have got deleted, I thought. Use them to walk? Oh. Oh, I thought you were offering something else. I guess that's a different stream. All right. Is it working? It's not working. Oh, fuck. It wants me to answer questions. All right, sorry. So, $20, $20. That's all it takes? Shit. I am gonna update the Knickers tier list today. So, I updated it last night. I saved it. and all the placements didn't save where they moved from. So I have the final list, but I can't compare them to what Arrow did. And so I need to do it again, basically. So I don't know if he's gonna be here or not, but if he's here, he sent me his list. So maybe if this, if the updated comparison tool works here in the next 20-30 minutes, I don't know when, I'll update the tier list, basically. We're gonna go through and probably drop, I don't know, there's probably gonna be quite a few that are getting moved down. Given the last Union raid solo and the last several solo raids, there's quite a few units that I have not used in probably 3 to 6 months. So there's going to be a good chunk of Nikkes that are, I would say, probably resettable also by next anniversary at this point. We just really haven't had any solo raids where parts and core has made much of a difference lately. So I'm gonna go through that. I'm gonna do minigame, I think, today. I might do part 1 story today as well, so I will only have to do part 2. Everyone's fucking posting spoilers already from part 1 story, so I think I'll read the part 1 event story today. That way I'm ready for part 2 tomorrow. Tomorrow is also solo raid day, so we'll do a parse in solo raid. I might do a test today at level 7. Just kind of see if there's anything different from the hard campaign boss. But probably light stream today. Probably not gonna do like more than 3 hours today. I gotta do work. I have work stuff early tomorrow morning, so I don't want to be exhausted again. I've been getting like 5 to 6 hours of sleep the last couple days, so staying up too fucking late streaming and having to get up at 8 or 7 o'clock in the morning. So I'm gonna try to maybe be done early enough that I can do something. I go to bed at a reasonable time and hopefully finish this fucking tier list, so we're not doing this late again tonight like I was yesterday and then have it disappear on me. So that's the plan for today. Probably pretty chill. Also, where's my hands at? Where's my... Is it not working again? Where the fuck's the calibration? Calibrate. Fucking hand tracker stopped working. Just close it. Should reopen, right? No, it's not working. Where's it at? No. Yes. Calibrate. That's so weird. The hand tracker's on, but it's not actually tracking anything. Where is face tracking? Oh, pose tracking. Yeah, it's not. This isn't working. How do I just turn this off then? Oh, there's the camera in there. I think I could turn the camera off, right? And that maybe will save me some GPU. Oh, dude, the camera's not being detected. What the fuck? That's why. Okay, I think this camera's cooked. I think that's what's going on. Because it always stops working. Let me go to studio mode real quick, so let me make sure that it's not hooked up to OBS. It was hooked up to OBS, so is that why it wasn't working? Alright, well the camera doesn't work, so fuck it. So, I don't know what's wrong with that Razer camera. I think I'm just gonna buy a fucking new one. That's the second time it's done that. Alright, let me do dailies, and then we'll get to the story. I'm gonna do the raid real quick too.
ラウン王国の光の目こちらです。指揮官ためらう理由はありません。よく見せてよ。移動できます。星より眩しくクラウン王国の光の目軽くフルスロットルでいきます。火力のご加護のおかげです。クラウン王国の光の目こちらです。指揮官ためらう理由はありません。待ってて、今行く。移動できます。星より眩しくクラウン
This
王
whole
国の
like
光の目
there's no way they're not gonna reset this, right? There's no way that continued to stay alive after it's already dead isn't gonna result in some other bug. Surely.
クラウン王国の光の目こちらです。指揮官ためらう理由はありません。待ってて、今行く。星より眩しくクラウン王国の光の目火力フルスロットルでいきまして。火力のご加護のおかげです。
Alright, let's do the rest of dailies. I'll take a look at the level 7 boss once I'm done with dailies. Take a look at the attack patterns. Just wanna get through these real quick. I did my I got the last cube today too. That was I'm running out of those fucking things again. Probably need to stop buying everything out of that.
カルな動きを期待する。実戦だと思って臨むように。私のことなら心配ないわ。ボディの整備は完璧よ。こちらです。指揮官。多くに出したから空気感一緒に。ターゲットクリア。リロードします。
Yo, what's up, Arrow? I'm gonna review your tier list shit on stream. Cause I'm gonna do mine. I think well, we'll see if it's done or not. I'm updating. I'm making a comparison tool so I can compare yours to mine. And then we'll just need shadows. My version, I lost my link last night because I had to restart my laptop this morning. So I don't have my link with the changes. So I know my final ones, but I don't know which position they changed from. So I'm just gonna recreate it here in a minute. I moved a lot. I also moved a lot out of tier 1 to tier 2. Not a lot, probably about 4 to 5 maybe. There were some also even in tier 2 that I think I moved to tier 3 because we haven't touched. I haven't used them in solo raid and I haven't used them in union raid probably in 3 to 7 months maybe. Alright, we're done with this. Let's get to... Just trying to see if this thing's done. Let's see. Damn thing wants to split everything up. One rock. 2 rock.
星はいつだって見たでしょ。あなたの王がもたらした勝利です。 すわ
That's it. Fuck. Alright, so the first one I think will be fixed here in a minute. I'll be able to reload my... Maybe be able to reload my save from yesterday. If not, I'll just have to recreate it. Yo, what's up, Evan? Not much. Gonna do the event story and we're gonna do fearless changes. What you been up to? Was gonna do minigame. I might do minigame, we'll see. Oh, I want to mess with the fucking guitar today. Just kind of wanted to chill. Especially because tomorrow fucking solo raid. Yeah, what's up, Bite of Money? Graduating with your AS tomorrow? Congrats, man. Fucking lost? Go figure.
EM at heaven thanking Eros Enin for brushy bless. You two are coordinating spam now. How cute. Keep it up and One-san might have to step in.
Damn, bro has that brushy bless emote. Where the fuck did that shit come from? Did you fucking add that shit? It was in there, I didn't add it. I clicked on it, it says arrow sending added it. Alright, I think I'm done with dailies. Let me do the fucking event real quick. Oh, you got your UAV? What's up, man? I still need to do those. I'm working on the Stream Elements integration, actually, right now, too. Dude, I want this fucking song so bad. The fucking moaning in the song is legit. Alright, let's get to, I'll skip the part 2 story, we'll read the full thing tomorrow. I'll read part 1 today. I'll probably do Minigame tomorrow? I don't know. Try not to burn myself out on Minigame. Yeah, I spent already, I don't know how many hours playing fucking Minigame, bro. They added 3 more songs? Oh, hold on, I'll have to check them. I know they added the 7. Okay, I'll have to take a look then, we'll see what they added. Bro, they just stumble into success sometimes. That seems to be... That seems to be how things go here. Damn, the ominous music? Someone's gonna die. Dude, they're so slow at killing these things. Alright, let me Alright, let me take a look at the minigame. What do we get? What do we get? We better get this fucking song, that's all I care about. Jinx player, counterattack, Void Seeker, Raptor Storm. No, it's all. Did they add something else? No, it's just these ones. And yes, my commander, they added 5. It's the one that we're already expected to get. No, they had 5 songs. I need to I'm gonna do it right now. Fuck, I can't. It'll sign me out if I do that. I need to update my iPad, and then maybe for next week what I'll do, because we're not gonna have much content, and I don't think I'm playing NTR. I will set up Air Play or whatever the fuck it's called, Air Tablet. I don't remember, whatever that thing is. I have a subscription to it, and then I'll just play from the iPad on the PC. Air Server, that's what it's called. All right, give me 1 second. Actually, it's probably more than a second. I gotta use the bathroom. People got bored of NTR. Yeah, dude. I watched I don't really, I'm not a big fan of him, but there's this streamer called Rich Campbell, Asmin Raids. He's like I think he's like a WoW streamer or something. I don't know. I think he did a podcast or something with Asmin, or I don't know. He knows him from something. So he was playing it because he was like the biggest creator playing it yesterday, or I want to say. And he was literally the only person not glazing it. Is he the OTK owner? I don't know. I just remember he said he is a Jew. Like, that's what he literally said. The one time Aslan rated him, that's like his first fucking thing he said. I was like, alright. Well then. Oh, they're co-owners? Okay, alright. Yeah, that was like the first thing he said. I was like, alright. I don't know what that has to do with anything. But, yo, what's up, Supple? So, yeah, he was the only one. There, he had like 20K, 2,000 viewers or something. So he is the highest one in the category. He was the only person not glazing it. Like, everyone was glazing the shit out of the game, and it looks okay. But I kind of agreed with him when I looked at it. I was like, it's not anything amazing. It looks like some of the characters look okay. Oh, maybe it's just not for me. I wanted to like it. I like Mint. Mint's cute. Yo, what's up, Zohan? charge speed cube is copium, in my opinion. I'm not a believer in that, personally. Your, yeah, unless you have, like, you need at least 2 lines of ammo to use a Bastion. I think you're just better off with Resilience. You're gonna get off more shots anyway. With Privity and Crown, you should just be getting charge speed on your own and not worrying about trying to cope with the charge speed cube, because it's not even that much, I'm pretty sure. How much is the cube? It's like 2%. It's not even fucking close to what you need. 2% is not even close. If you want an extra shot, you need a blue line. Like, every blue charge speed line you get is an extra shot. Oh my god, she went and did research today? What the fuck? This shit cost me 20 rocks doing this, but I mean, I'm not, you know, I know that if I roll this off, I'm not getting it back. I have one ammo line, somewhere. Yeah, right here, 68%. What I should do is lock this and get this crit damage higher. And then the only thing left to do is to get an attack line here. And she's done. Well, I need an attack line here too. So, this is a double lock. Get an attack line. This one though is, I mean, I could technically perma-lock that. I mean, it's probably going to be really hard to get a black line there.
At ErosNNIN765, Pro Browned Us 2 video for
fuck?
Rubia. No such unit
Oh,
exists.
she's reading your message
Even
from
there,
yesterday.
your expensive hallucinations busted. With 34 infractions, supple won't save you. Rat Jam, clueless.
Yo, what's up, Curse? I just did dailies real quick. I'm gonna do story, and I need to do tier list. I gotta see if it's done or not. Oh, it's almost deployed. I gotta wait for it to finish deploying. Yeah, she's reading your message from yesterday. She has memory now. She remembers what she knows your messages. No, I haven't played Minigame. I was gonna do it today, but I don't really feel like it. Once I started streaming, I was like, I don't want to get the guitar. Like, I should probably just do story today. Fuck, what was I going to do, though? Oh, raid boss. Let me take a look at the raid boss before I start the story. I'm hoping that this... okay. I'm hoping that the tier list maker will be done soon. Does she know your kinks? I mean, if you tell her, she probably will. She might. Alright, so let's see, what's the... Let's just passively play and not try to kill it. I want to know what the... if it's the same as the default one. So it always attacks middle. Yeah. Machine gun fires attacker. That's eye flammable. That you cover, I think. Bias attacker. That always hits middle. Always hits middle. So whoever's in middle has to have high defense. Or self-healing like Moron. Or Helm. Middle one gets dot. So yeah, must have healing. Okay, the parts are destructible there. I just saw Neon almost fucking break them.
邪魔者は排除しました。デートの続きを楽しみましょう。
It looks like the same fight. Cheating those QTs without an RL. Yeah, that's gonna be shitty. But it looks pretty much like the same fight, based on what I could tell. Yeah. I have my clear recorded from main campaign, so maybe I'll post it. Actually, I probably should post it. Probably should post it because I forgot about it. Been recording too much other shit lately. Yeah, it's gonna be Anise, Moran, Helm. Nayuda, maybe. Cinderella. The Cinderella basically has decoys. Anybody else? I guess Crown. Anchor and Mast. Could go, Anchor probably would go there actually. Maybe Trina? Probably Trina. Copium? Wait, what are you talking about? I don't know. I don't remember what Arcana does. No, I don't think. No. What's her name has healing? Arcana doesn't. The cow one does. The cow has healing. Trina has healing, but Arcana doesn't. Trina probably will go there in the middle. I'm wondering about Shotgun Team though, because Shotgun Team for the last several solo raids, the no healing meta has been the I'm just curious, who gets shot the most here? Actually, Mate Probity would probably go here. I just reset her too. Those are gonna be a bitch. Put over in the middle. Wow, I can't break those with Doro. Maybe on Burks I can? The parts disappearing is kind of stupid. Okay, Shotgun Team is gonna suck balls. I also reset my Mate Probity, so well, How bad is she? She's 1-1-1. Oh, she fucked on the doll too. Well, I'll just maybe 7. I'll light investor. I'm not gonna 10 her. I'll just do a light investment on her for make her usable. But she was 10-10-10, so. All right, let me see what's going on with this thing. Is tier list done? It's not done. Let's do part 1 story then. Wait, oh no, did it finish? Shotgun team's gonna be tough unless you run a healer, and then you're gonna lose damage. So it's gonna be. The problem is the middle unit taking all the damage on shotgun team has to be somebody who's tanky, and we really don't have anyone like that other than shotgun team when people are running grave, because grave technically heals. Yeah, there isn't a vampiring one. I think that's probably what people are going to do. They're going to run Yuta, they're going to run
765 Pro
Brave.
Tanky SG unit. Still no Rubia in Nikke.
Why does she keep talking about
And your
Rubia?
34 local infractions say you're the one cooked. Behavior stats don't lie. Omega low.
Takina? Why would you run Takina? Why'd you run Takina? Takina probably won't be run this raid. It's Iron Week. It's Electric Week. Or it's Electric. Oh, maybe you could do that. Where the fuck am I getting a gift sub to Rafflegator? What the fuck? Just got a notification. Hold on, I want to know if this is done. If this is done, then we'll do the tier list, and then I'll watch it. I don't think it's done. We're just gonna do this. I'm gonna do maybe a fast version of this. Because you asked about the cow Nikke. Oh, this is present.
こんな人だかりこの列にさなんで私な人顔パスとかないですか言われ指揮官そうですねせめて兄子こんなところおや探しましたよネオ特殊別動隊の初めてお目にか観察部隊オーバーこの流れはもしこちらへどうぞ席によく見える場所をご用意してありますよ。アニスから連絡が行っています。
Who the fuck is her VA? It sounds kind of familiar.
いいえ、何も。アイドルになって
Sounds like someone from Wanagiri.
私たちのことを忘れたのかも。
誰より忙しかったですからね。連絡する余裕もなかったのでしょう。ひとまず行きましょう。
I don't know. Maybe I'll figure it out eventually.
ちょっとどうしちゃったの？
Dude, Mrs. Milkers could like feed everyone in the arc. Holy shit, those things.
Oh! ビッグステージのプレッシャーに潰されかけているようですね。
呆れた。初めてでもないでしょうに。
What's that shit they take to stay alive? Maybe that's where that shit comes from. The evergreen or whatever it is. It's her fucking milk.
初めてですけど。こんな大きいステージ、夢でしか立ったことないし。
ミント、あなたはどう？
私ですか？私はずっと夢見てた場所ですから、1秒でも早くステージに立ちたいです。
So I like how they're actually each a different type of cat because Prika is like a, I forgot they're called.
いいわ。スターになる覚悟ができてるよね。
I think it's like an Irish cat. It has like the folded ears.
私生まれた時からスターなんですから。
Cute. What? That was not a rattle. That sounded.
生まれた時からね。
Sounded like a gush.
腕にマッサージ機でもつけてるの？
You slap some super vibrating pants on your arms.
どうしましょう？
プリカは？
Prika with this look actually doesn't look that bad now. She like her other idol outfit was kind of lame.
こっちは大丈夫そうね。
It was like just like sporty short hair girl.
Oh! さすがはクールビューティー。
なんでお経なんか聞いてるのよ。
You're listening to Buddhist chants.
心の安定のためだ。安定、心、ライブ。
こっちもダメそうだけど。ねえ、あれってなんだっけ？何よ？
ダンスと歌と。
ちょっとしっかりしてってば。あなたまでそんなんでどうしろって言うのよ。
いい加減にしなさい。ここはアークリアンホール。会場は満席。みっともない姿を見せん。
ユーたちも分かっていますね。
They're
こ
so
のス
like
テージは
how
単
they're
なる
so
TT スターの
unprepared.
復活ライブで
It
は
seems
あ
like
りま
they're
せん。
just like
Very, very important
They're about to fumble.
ステージなのです。アマチュアとプロフェッショナルステージでミス本物の今こそマイトゥインクルスターズ。
アニス。指揮官様。
I do like the little scar on her cheek. That's a nice touch. I didn't notice.
どう？そうラピとネオンもありがとう。
そうですか？私はまだ緊張しています。
え？なんでそっちが緊張するのよ。
You're nervous?
そうですね。わかるわ。
大丈夫大丈夫。こっちは。
I've heard a lot about you.
どうも。
私たちも皆さんの話お会いできて嬉しいです。
本物のカウンターズがもっとこう逆境も跳ね返す。顔に迷彩メイクでもしておけばよかったですね。それならせめて迫力のある顔を。まさに戦場の英
Dude,
雄
they're
だ。
so dumb.
かっこいい。
Fuck it
み
all.
んなはこっちに座って。
ちょっと何言ってるのよ。あと30分で始まるのよ。
You gotta be so annoying.
ステージに上がるのはさ。
顔を見たから
また後で会いましょう。しっかりやってくるから。
Okay, that outfit on Anise isn't too bad. I still like the other one. I'm glad they bundled them together though.
行きましょう。うん、行こう。今だ。
Okay, so now we're gonna get a flashback.
はい。
Dude, she looks so fucking like innocent.
今日は私たちの初ステージ。
The twinkly eyes.
私たちが練習してきたことをステージにじゃあそれぞれで見てる人が少なすぎて。
それであんなにミスしてたのか。
あれぐらい。
初ステージでミスするのは。
プリカだってミスしてたじゃない。
いいよ。完璧
なタックルだったものね。
誰かさんが動線も覚えられずにぼーっと突っ立ってるから。
ファンサしてただけですけど。
初ステージで何がファンサだよ。
未来のファンに
やる気ないの。表。
プリカこそそんなに技術が。ほら喧嘩しないで。初めてでみんな緊張してたし、失敗したならそれ仲間同士で落とし合ってどうするの。
アニスもだ。歌の練習して
Dude,
たの
her
か。
this face
なんで
expression
あん
is
な
so
ひどい声だ
derpy.
ったんだ。
貼り付けたみたいな笑顔で不気味だったわ。
体もガチガチだったね。糸のついた操り人形かと思った。
途中のあれもメンバー紹介だったのよね。指さして悪口言ってたわけじゃなくて。
You weren't flipping them off or anything?
肩書きだけじゃ。
表情管理に自信ないなら。何よ二人とも。私
頼むからもっと練習してくれ。
体も少し絞って。いいところ
Try
は
slimming down a bit.
良くないところは冷静にアドバイス。
Damn, it's called her fat.
客観的な分析って
You
わか
cut
る。
back on the soda.
客観的。
また口論か。毎日よく飽きないな。
口論じゃないです。話は終わったんですか。
ああ、終わった。
Dude, why does he look like he got just out of a fucking burying a body?
結果は。
とりあえず事務所に戻ってから話そう。
車が全然ないですね。最近
中央政府が個人車両の新規登録を許可しなくなったからな。すでに登録済みのものはまだ使えるが、今後は
じゃあ
そんなわけないだろう。今ある車しか使えなくなったから、中古車の。
もしこの。
そうだな。売ることは考えていないが、
あら、この車を
そこまでは無理だな。
売ったら
ダメだ。
なら。
そうそう。コーヒーのドリップかってぐらいにお湯が出る。
悪いが。
おう。
That got awkward.
いや、とにかくうちのアイドルがこういう車か。
もう
それで
見たら
うまくできたか。
まさか。終わってからは言い争いだし。それで定期的な出演は
Yeah,
さ
I'm
せて
also
もらえるん
watching
ですか。
the site to see if it updated.
断られた。
どうしてです。
どうしてって。
いや、
よかった。
質の問題じゃ。
できる限りの励まし。
個性を感じられな
Wacky
い。
uniqueness.
曲もダンスもフリティのカバーだからな。
Oh, they're a cover band. Nice.
それに
アイドル戦国時おまけに。
その通り。彼女は様々な意味でアークを。あれほどのスターはもう二度と出ないだろうな。プリティのテトラ所属の、そして歌やダンス、それが問題ということ。
プリティの真似をしてる。
あ、増えすぎたんだ。ニケ化自体は今でもテトラがしているが、その後の管理が追いつかなくなった。一社が大量のニケを保有しているというその状況を牽制するために、アイドルや芸能人志望のニケは全て一定の行動の自由が許される代わり、その中で突出した才能や結果としてアイドルの事務所やアイドル志望を認めたくはないが、私。
じゃあプリティもどきの山の中で生き残るには
So people are becoming Nikkes to fucking try to be an idol
オリジナリティが必要ってことです
instead of just
業界では誰もが名の知れ
being a
た
pop
作曲家や
star.
作詞家の争奪戦が激しくなっている。しかし今の私たちはそれに参加できる状況。
お金がないか
甘いな。
じゃあそろそろ
いいや、
だってそんな弱小事務所で私たちを
思わないね。
私たち
はあこれ早くもほら
そうしよう。無駄骨を。
Alright, so the first performance is a flop. They're just pretty wannabes, basically. Hansen looks like he's burying bodies for Mustang. Ro looks like he has fucking PTSD.
窓を開けておくのシャワーみんなはどこ
営業だろう。冷蔵庫に弁当。私はまたすぐに出る。私も仕事を取ってこないといけ
Going
ない。
back to work.
そうねどうか
ダメだ。
なんでです
言っただろう。ポストプリティを夢見るアイドルが多すぎて定期的なステージ出演のためその程度のこと売り込み方にはいろいろある。だがその限られたことの中にそれが理由だ。有名になって人気さえ出れば私たちさ。
とりあえず食事にしましょう。でミントは先に着替えその間に温めておくから。
The cramped practice room with one wall entirely, Anise moves through choreography. Hours have passed, she barely notices, watches herself in the mirror going over and over again. Through the tiny window, Mint and Priko watch her practice.
ちょっとショックよね。音響もセットも今一つだったけど一番ダメだったの正直。もうあんまり次っていつ早ければ今日の夕世の中アイドル志望だらけでよっぽどの小さい店今日行ったところだって大きいそんな店でも弾かれた私たちにそれはミント私たちそれでそうね社長はもともとテトラの理事で思ったほど事務所のスタッフだってそういう私たちも小さい事務所正直何か
On the other side of the glass, Mint watches Anise practice.
プリカ私大手ってほどじゃないけど定期的なライブも5カ所でやってて社長の腕がいいみたい。私を新メンバーのセンターにすることも考えてる。行くのかまあ行かない理由ね。
Mint peers through the window at Anise. On the floor, gasping for breath. She's the reason.
見て初ステージで失敗したばっかりなのに炭酸水を初めて会った時のことを本当に何も知らなかったでしても素質がある。それだけじゃないわ。一生懸命でしょ。リーダーだからって私たちに気を配って落ち込んだ時は支えてくれて練習は一年気になるの。応援したいのか。私は輝いてるアニスが見たい。そういうプリカこそどうして他の事務所に行かないの。あなたの無愛想で悪かった。私とアニスはプリティの復帰コンサートで巻き込まれたって縁もあるけど
Anise and I both died. Damn. What the fuck?
プリカはそうじゃないでしょ。人間の時からデビュー予定があったんだもの。まあ交通事故で台無しになったけどな。正直に言うとテトラの理事出身でちゃんと育ててくれると思ってたんだ。それが騙されどうかな。すぐやめようと思ってたところ一人は本当に何も知らない。気づいた時にはアニスは私はもう普通だ。ショック。そうやって一緒にいる、情が移ったってやつだ。だからよそには行かない。そういうことだ。
Both of them peer through, looking at Anise. She looks annoyed.
あれじゃうまくいかん。行きましょうか。ああ、今できるのは。
何？3人で踊るものを1人でやったって。うまく一緒にやろう。うん。
私も見てあげる。練習の時に表情まで決めておけば。
それもお願い。
戻ったぞ。
Faint glow in the corner of the dim office catches his attention. He walks over quietly, peers through the window. Inside, the three of them are quietly absorbed in their practice. Meet and meet A.
もう着いたんですか？
ああ、
ここって。
ミートミート。
Meet and meet. They sell nutriment dishes made with it.
あ、お肉屋さん？
A meat place.
ああ、最近培養肉の店が増えてきているだろう。ここもその一つで、明日から1日2回。
でも、
行けばわかる。
You'll see.
その前にギャラ。
ギャラ？
はい。
聞いて驚くなよ。
Don't be too surprised.
1日2回の食事が出る。
They're providing meals twice a day.
別の意味で驚かされたんですけど。
食事の話なんて聞いてませんでしたよね。
いや、いくらなんでもそれは。
3人ともこういう時は息が合うんだ。今の私たちはごちそうだろうと。
ごちそうか冷や飯かっていうより、肉とご飯に飛びついたことに。
まあまあ、不満は後で。肉屋の店主、いや、ミートミートの社長のお眼鏡にかなえば。どうした？
全然社長が必死に不満なんて。
Is it gonna be Mrs. Miss? Because it's meat and meat, so it's gotta be Mrs. Miss. It's such a weird fucking
これ
name.
だからやめられ。
よし行こ
In front of the Nutrim shop, meat and meat. Murmurs ripple through the crowd.
ダイエット必須ね。
You should lose some weight.
そういう問題じゃないと。どう見てもアイドルの。そうね。こんにちは。輝く三つ星 TT スターです。本当はトゥインクルトライスターって言うんですけど、長いので TT スターって呼んでください。皆さん、本日真相。もちろん私たちの歌を聴きに来てくれたみんなもありがとうございます。ありがたいことにこのお店の社長さんから私たちにここでパフォーマンスする機会をドーンといただきました。そんな気前のいい社長さんなので、きっとお肉もたっぷり大盛りにしてくれるんじゃないでしょうか。ぜひ私たちの歌を聴いて美味しいお肉を食べてくださいね。
Dude, this is such a like Asian debut idol style. Like, I don't think you would do this in the US. Like, you wouldn't go to like a fucking Dickie's barbecue pit that's opening and have idols there. I don't know, maybe. Well, fucking what's that place? Fucking gas station, Wawa or whatever. I mean, they might have that kind of shit, maybe. They do have some weird shit at those, and like Publix and stuff like that. But you never have like an underground idol group in the US perform at a restaurant opening. Such a... Like, I know, because I've seen this in Japan when it's happened. And so it's a little awkward. Yeah, it's totally awkward. Meet and beat beat your meat part B. Is it Mrs. Miss?
あんなに動いて大変だったでしょ。
ありがとうございます。
あら、どう？もっと食べる？
ありがとうございます。
Pilot, she's on a diet. She needs to not be eating.
すぐに持ってくるわね。
So, like, when they've had these idols, when I've been in Japan for these type of events, everyone's just kind of like trying to be polite and nice to them, and like claps. I mean, some of them, they're okay. I mean, they're okay. They're not like, you know, it's not like a... The only thing that we have even close to this are the fucking, like, the Spider-Man in New York and, like, the Naked Cowboy. Like, people just, like, hustling in the street with like their CDs and shit. But a lot of those in New York are just like, they're like scammers trying to take pictures with you to charge you like $20. There's no charge for these idols generally. Like, they're just trying to get their name out there, essentially. It's a very weird way to become famous, I guess.
今日はいいパフォーマンスだったな。
It's the thought that counts. At least they tried, even if they're not good. I mean, yeah, but in Asia, like, they're really polite about it, so even if they're shit, they'll, like... You'll still clap for them, and, you know, and they give this whole, like... It's also like, Japanese streamers, like... How do I explain it? Okay, so like when I get on stream, I like say I don't know if I'm nice to you guys or not. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. I don't, whatever. I don't. Yeah, what's up, Kuma? So like I'll try to interact with you if you're in chat and you come in and say, hey, what's up, man? What are you up to? Or whatever, right? But a lot of the JP and like CN streamers, they have a formula, right? There was an anime actually that parodied this very well. I think it was the Demon Lord 2077. I think it's called Demon Lord 2077. It's like the cyberpunk Demon Lords reincarnated in a cyberpunk world type thing, where like the Earth and his like fucking
at Arosen
thing
Minin
fused
765 Pro. Thought
and so
counts,
he's
huh?
reborn into a
Girls
place
tried,
that's like
sure,
technology
but
and
you're
magic.
34 infractions, 31 shouts, and
but it's all
backseat
cyberpunked out.
hallucinating Rubia?
And he
That's
decides to
not
become a
banter.
streamer.
That's cooked.
I don't know why she
Omega
keeps talking about
low.
fucking Rubia. She needs to be reset. I don't know why she keeps drinking fucking Rubia up. She just shut the fuck up about it already. So anyways, he decides to become a streamer, and he's like a Dark Souls streamer. And it's literally every single JP streamer I've ever seen, like exact same intro, exact same like way of talking to commenter, listeners on, and like, you know, like the very respectful pretending that they're a big streamer when they're not a big streamer. Like they do this, like they do this very corporate thing. Like they all have like, mine does now. I guess mine's kind of the same with like you can see my mouse. So like with the fucking time ticker, like they all have that time ticker with the weather, and then they have like the same like BGM repeating infinitely at like I don't know, like 20 decibels below their speaking voice. They have it's like the exact same formula, even if they have one viewer. They do the same thing, and they do the same intro, and then they do the same outro, like every single time. And then like when they're responding to comments, they respond exactly the same way almost every single time. And it's very like modeled after like how Hoyo does it, or not Hoyo, fuck, Hololive. I'm fucking dumb. Anyway, the reason I bring this up is because the idol system is also the same way. They follow this same like rhythm of speaking. Like is it in the log? I have to go back where she does the intro and she's like where she's like saying, "Oh, thank you so much for having us today," and all this other bullshit, and like going through that whole monologue of, "Hey everyone, Mina-san, let's all like have a great time eating at the opening, and thank you so much for inviting." It's like, dude, it's so fucking Dude, it's so like tired and exhausting. At least for me, because like I hear this shit all the time, and I'm Western, so like politeness isn't my I mean, I'm not on the polite train, I guess. It's fundamental foundation. No, it's like an unspoken rule. Like, it's like I would say it's like akin to putting your shopping cart away. Right? When you go to the grocery store, nobody makes you put the shopping cart back where the shopping carts are supposed to go. Most people in Asia would always do that. People in the West do not. They're kind of pieces of shit. But no one's gonna punish you. No one's necessarily gonna punish you for it. I mean, if I saw somebody like not put the fucking shopping cart back, I would definitely I'd definitely look at them like they're fucking like a literal animal that should be in a zoo. Like it's like the fast. Like if I ever met somebody IRL and like family included, and saw them do that, it's like an immediate just like this person's a fucking animal. It's kind of like that type of thing. Like, you wouldn't be punished for not following that guideline in the idol industry, maybe. You, like overtly, you wouldn't be, let me just say it this way. You wouldn't be overtly punished. I think it's the same in the streamer world, too. Like, a lot of the Asia streamers follow these same guidelines because if you were just like, if you behaved like a Western streamer to a degree, you would not be included in a lot of stuff. And this is also how they gauge how their performance went. Like, she's saying, oh, we did a good job. Because we followed the rules to a degree. Yeah, so like, they did all this for 2 viewers. Or like, two fans, basically. I mean, you have to start somewhere, but it's very like... Oh? That's what I mean, is like there's an absurdity to the level of there's like a little bit of absurdity to the level of like perfection that's required versus like, dude, like Queso's like the biggest streamer now. Bro was streaming out of a fucking trailer on his laptop. Like bro didn't have like a high quality production or anything like that. He just and he didn't have a VTuber model and all this other stuff that like people use excuses to like try to say, oh, I'm not big because I don't have a sexy VTuber, or I don't have like all the same production value or whatever. He was just like a big boy in his fucking trailer with a laptop, playing games and screaming, and people found him entertaining. And it's the same thing with like Burnt Peanut. Like, I used to watch Peanut's streams on TikTok when he had like smaller following, and I was like, dude, this guy's kind of funny. And so I'd watch him occasionally, but then sometimes he's kind of cringe, and I was like, I'm going to bed. You gotta have a strong mentality. Yeah, but there's like levels to it. I think that's what's weird about a lot of the Japanese and like Taiwanese streamer community and idol community, or idols, is they put so much high-end production into something and trying to be like Hololive or trying to be like whoever, AKB48, rather than like what Curse is saying, which is like they have no uniqueness other than like they're just an idol trying to be like another idol group, and they're just emulating what they think success is or what the industry kind of says instead of just trying to be their own kind of creator.
周りにも熱心に広めてくれるから私たちみたいな新人アイドルにとっては大事なのよ。
Like all the numerous like VTubers that are like variants of demons or variants of fox girls or demon or cat girls. I think the more recent one really is all the Shy Lily clones, all the people that try to like be a sea animal and it's like literally a Shy Lily recolor. Like there's no originality in their character whatsoever. It's just like I want to be like Shy Lily, and so then I'm gonna be a sea critter. That's what I think is like probably the most cancerous thing I see right now in the VTuber sphere. Like instead of coming up with something creative and like based on your personality or extension of your personality, you decide to clone somebody else's personality and then try to make that your streamer.
わざわざ肉山で来たりするの？
パニスったら全ここすぐ市街地のど真ん中で。
ああ。ねぎ。それだけ見られる確率も高いってことね。
そういうこと。
Anyway, we'll get back to the story.
それで気になったんですけど、社長。ここの店主さん、こんな場所に店を出せるような人が、それに。
It's gotta be Mrs. Miss,
正直に言うと。
Or her mother.
うちの息子がね、テトラに勤めてもう7年くらいになるのよ。新人の時に飲み会で散々飲まされて。行き倒れになりかけてたとこ、汗をドロドロ流しながら運んできてくれたわね。
昔の話です。
テトラの理事だったのは後で聞いたけど、そんな人におんぶされて帰った新人なんて後にも先にもきっとあの子だけよ。次の日に出勤したら酔いざまし、その日からずっと息子がこの人の話ばっかりする。今でもお手本にしてるみたい。
照れてます？照れなくていいのに。
君たちな。
じゃあその時の恩を出し。
違う。
あちこち頭を下げて回って頑張ってる人がいるなと思ってたら、よく見てみたら、いやこれも縁だと思って私からお願い。それにしてもどうして辞めちゃったの？三大企業の理事なら。
Oh, he's not working for Tetra anymore.
なんて何でもできたでしょうに。
私には何もできなかったので。
Oh, is he? Oh shit, he's crashing out of her fucking pretty. Dude, his fucking expression changed.
まあ、誰でも事情の一つや二つは。さあさあ早く食べて。足りなかったら遠慮なく言ってね。そうしてちょうだい。おお、それと。
You went from PTSD to fucking like.
私、アイドルや歌手のことはよくわからないんだけど。
What is it? The 100-yard stare?
一生懸命な人を見るのは好きなのよ。
はい、ありがとうございます。全力で頑張ります。
You don't need any more food. He's had enough food. A week flips by. TT Star continues performing in front of the meet and meet. Fans start trickling in. Nothing changes. No buzz, no chatter. There's no mention of TT Star, and just like that, contract comes in.
おかげでケーキ本当にありがとうございます。
もう1ヶ月だけ続けても
Stick
らえ
around
ない
for one
か
more
し
month.
ら。多くはないけど、宣伝のおかげかどうかまではわからないけど、それに最近じゃ
Ever since that surface reclamation thing failed, everyone's been walking around dead inside.
本気でやってる人を笑うばっかりで一生懸命な人がいない気がするの。何より自分も頑張るだからお願い。
3 days later. The rickety stage isn't built to support a Nikke and the boards crack under the weight.
大丈夫か?
You run towards her, but Anise lifts a hand, stopping them. She pops her body out of the hole in the floor, dancing, singing like nothing happened. Once they understand what they're doing, they keep the performance going, fighting with all their might to stop from laughing. A post about TT Star appears on the forum. Says that she's too fat. She broke the stage.
ちょっと待って、私も。うん。で、なんて書いてあるの？せかさないでってば。お、これか。
On the screen is a picture of Anise dancing a hole on a stage. A singing mole? LOL. Went downtown, saw some moles holding a concert. All they do is pretties covers, nothing special. How long do they keep writing your coattails?
でもねえ、寝るわ。私も。おやすみ。あまり気にしすぎない
Well, why the fuck are they just doing covers?
やはり多すぎる。プリティになりたがる者が。
Yeah, okay, this is like their main problem. This is literally what I just said about the VTubers that copy other fucking VTubers. Yeah, of course people are gonna shit talk you. You're just doing cover songs of other people. Without even like trying to create a twist on them or something. Remix them. Like
TT スターのことはご存知ですか?
Damn, she kind of looks like a bad bitch.
いや、知らんな。
ハンソン元理事が立ち上げたアイドルグループです。
I'll turn her into my yo-yo.
ハンソン。
You know what I mean?
で、ランキングは
県外です。
Didn't even make the charts.
メジャーでか。
いいえ、インディーズの方。
なんだそれ。
プリティのダンスと歌をカバーしているだけで、これといった特徴もありません。
プリティの腐った偽物を作ってるのか？あいつが？そんなことの呆れ。
このまま放置しておくつもりですか？私なら。
Is she gonna be crowned? I kind of hope she's crowned.
文をわきまえろ。何の取り柄もないお前をニケにしてやって、ポストプリティの座につけてやったのに、自分の実力だと勘違い。
そんなことはありません。
なら黙ってろ。
気をつけます。
で？
危なげなく1位をキープしています。偉大な社長のお力で何の取り柄もない私がずっと1位の座に座り続けている。
当然だ。お前
You're nowhere near pretty.
まだまだだ。
これ以上何をどう頑張ればいいか。
お前頭を撃たれて
They'd do like a bullet through the head.
それはどうい
今になって考えればプリティの死に様は実に芸術的だった。そのおかげでヘロに会って死んだだけ。死んでも役に立つなんて。黙ってないで方法を考えてみろ。プリティを超える方法を。
わかりました。
何か思いついた。俺だ。くだらん要件だったら通せ。
どうしました？
Faint smile, he gazed out the window.
どうも。これは誰 誰かと思えばハンソンハンソン。
お時間をいただきありがとうございます。ヨヨさんですね。相変わらずトップを独走中のようですね。いろいろと勉強。
ありがとうございます。
それで俺が時間を取る意味のあることなんだ。そう、テトラの屋根の下にいた頃が恋しくなったか。なんと
TT スターです。
それだ TT スター。お前が手をかけてるらしいな。しっかり選別されたテトラのニケの後でよせでそいつ
You
らの
want
こ
to
と
take us on then,
いい
huh?
だろ。理事の席にも戻してやる。すぐに呼んでこい。
自分の言いたいことばかり。
You only say what you
相変わ
want
ら
to
ず
say.
なん
私は曲を買いに来ただけです。3人組のアイドルたちに合わせたふさわしい曲を。
それだけか。
はい、それだけです。
200億だ。
無理をおっしゃいますね。
無理はお前の方だろうが。バカ野郎が勝手に出て行ったと思えば今度は曲をよこせだと。ミセスミスといいお前といい俺のこと舐めてるのか。
Dude, Gangster Mustang is so fucking.
私の退社理由はしっかりとお伝えしたはずです。
またプリティプリティプリティか。死んでボロボロのボディを中央政府がよこせと言うから引き渡してやっただけだ。それがなんだ。被害者は俺なんだよ。 VTC の残りカスどもがあの残骸を兵器に転用しやがって。
The leftovers from the VTC started going crazy trying to make enhanced weapons or whatever the scrap bodies.
あいつが死んだ後鉄くずどもに人権が認められたせいで奴らのしたことは生体実験扱いされた。それに乗ったミシリスが VTC を粛清して。
Oh, Missilus. Oh, yeah, that's right. We need that from Mana.
俺も素材を出していたなんて言いがかりをつけられて手間暇かけて築き上げたコネが全部パーだ。
Does that mean that Missilus also assisted in the John Wickification of the VTC, or Anderson just fucking straight up did that on his own?
ここまで聞いて一番の被害者は誰になると思う？
相変わらず自分のことしか頭にないようですね。
それがエンターテイメントっても自分さえ楽しけりゃその楽しみってのお前だってそうだ。俺の苦労話を聞いて
否定はできませんね。
それで
今回だけ力を貸していただければここへ戻ります。ただしヒットしなければ
ヒットした時は
アークのスターに投資できたと思ってください。
You're insane.
面白い。早くこうしていればもっと楽しめただろうにな。そうだろ。
私もそこは少し後悔しています。
随分変わったな、ハンソン。
ええ、変わらなければ同じことが繰り返されるだけですから。
お前が今育てている奴ら
当然です。
いやいや、
なんでしょう。
お前の次の曲として進めてたも
Begin
の
on the next song you're preparing.
こいつ
はい、お好きなように。
なんだ、やけに
Why
聞
are
き
you
分
so
けがいい。
compliant?
私も個人的に興味があるんです。 TT スターには
ライバル意識か。
個人的な関心です。アイドルとは関係ありません。
それで、
はい、
そうか。ヨーヨーの次の曲の件だ。いいから渡せ。さあ、忘れるんじゃないぞ。
分かっています。体にはお気を。
それが挨拶
That's all
か。
I get.
助けてくれてありがとう、父さん。 ぐらいは言った。
助けてくれてありがとう、父さん。
いかにも言わされてるような態度で言うね。
Oh, so he's Mustang's fucking son. Holy shit. Okay, I knew there was some shit going on with that. So the song they get is All Eyes on Me.
ああ。
All right, so I'm already ahead of what's going on. I'm like, yeah, you don't brand yourself with just being a fucking a cover band. You need your own song, or people just gonna think that you're just like everyone else.
必死に営業した結果だ。
But I guess the fact that they couldn't even write their own song, I assume that they wrote their own song, not that they went and took one from Mustang.
部外費だ。いいや。とはいえ、もともプリか。できそう。
もちろん。嘘、そんなこともできるの？そんなこともなら、私とにかく無視しないでよ。どう？良さげな曲？どうしたの？
二人とも。
社長。
なんだ？
うちの会社。
How much money do we have?
急にどうした？
これ専用のプログラムがないと編集どころか再生もできないやつだ。テトラライン製のソフトウェアで定価は2億ぐらいする。
Price around 200 million.
プログラム一つに2億？独占企業の恐ろしさだな。
わかった。
え？
借りられそうなところがある。
Wow, finance.
ファイナンスと言ったかな。
Bro, it's going to the cats.
そう考えてもやばいところでしょそれ。
The payday loan.
ところで前から気になってたんです。社長ってテトラで理事まで務めてたのに。
辞めるなら株も何もかも置い。
だからって。
それ以上口も聞きたくなかったから。
どうして？
秘密だ。
そういえば社長、テトラって。
まだ若い君。
昔話より
心配な。
だから失礼し。ドアが開けっぱなしだったのでお邪魔してしまいましたが、大丈夫でしたか？
Oh shit, she followed him.
誰？よよアイドルランキング1。え？ちょっと失礼しますね。
Yo-Yo strides in, locking eyes with Anise, then she passes the USB to Prika.
編集ソフトと操作マニュアルです。使ってください。待ってください。私たち違法なものは。そんなものを渡したりはしませんよ。会社で使われていないアカウントをもらいました。どういたしまして。
失礼ながら。
She stares at Anise.
アニス、ちょっといいですか？はい。
Every face she sees mirrors her own expression.
外でお話ししましょう。
Is she gonna tell her who she is?
ちょっと、どうしてそんなに見てくるの？わかった。アイドルランキングって喧嘩で決めるのね。いいわ。かかってくれば？何を言ってるの？違った？何か言ってくれないとわかんないで。私のこと忘れちゃった？忘れた？
The longer she looks, the more familiar the features seem.
委員長
？Jolts in shock.
でしょ？私もニケになったのよ。アイドルになるために。あなた、昔も私のことを思い通りにならない邪魔者扱いしてたけど、私ね、今これ以上辛いことが増えたら本当におかしくなりそうなぐらいだからさ、お願いだから。ごめんなさい。は？本当にごめんなさい。学校の時のことは心から謝るわ。傷つけてひどいことして本当にごめんなさい。目障りだと思ってたの。 あなたのこと、私が持っていたもの全部取られるような気がしてすごく嫌だったの。何も持ってないから何でも持ってる私から奪おうとしてるんだって。堂々と言ってくれるじゃない。あなたが事件に巻き込まれた後ニケになってアイドルを目指してるって聞いたから、私もパパに頼み込んでニケになったの。アイドルになってあなたを蹴落としてやるって必死。そうしてるうちに気づいたのよ。あなたがどれだけ頑張ってたか、みんなから愛されたいって。どれだけ応援のリーダーになった時もずっと頑張って練習してるのは知ってたのに見ないふりしてたの。
Alright, I thought Yo-Yo was gonna be a piece of shit, unless this is a long con.
私のものが奪われる。でもやってみては誰かに認めてもらうって。
Unless she's really actually scared of Mustang.
そのためにどれだけのものを何度も思い返して、あのプログラムとマニュアルはこれからもできるだけ私のこと。正気？逆だったら許すわけ？ねえ、あんただったら許すわけ？ふざけんじゃないわよ。こっちは毎日死にたいぐらいだったのに、今さら言葉一つで水に流せって？今でも急に目が覚めるのよ。あの時のことを思い出して、私に勝つためにわざわざニケになった。それでトップアイドル業界なんて全然大したことないみたいね。アニス、怒るのはわかるわ。でもアイドルの世界全部を悪く言うのはやめて。あなた、私よりいいとこなんて何一つないじゃない。人間だった時からそうだけど、ランキング1位。落としてやるわ。私の足の下で私たちは違うってことを分からせてあげる。二度と私と目も合わせられないぐらいに。やめて。同じ夢を見る者同士助け合いましょう。いがみ合ったっていいことなんてないわ。お互いに助け合って一緒に成長して。消えて。昔話のリークなんてしないから心配しないでいいわ。どうせそれが怖かったんでしょ。悪いけど私はあんたみたいに汚い手を使わない。実力であんたを落としてやる。アニス、そんなこと言わずに。もう消えてってば。分かった、またね。え、本当に？本当だってば。学生時代の宿敵がまさかのトップアイドル？じゃあこいつ置いていった編集使いましょう。プログラムに罪はないし。分かった。リークはしないの？なんの？ヨヨにいじめられてたこと。芸能記者で別にいいわ。そんなことしなくて実力でねじ伏せて違いを分からせた方がいいでしょ。変なところで優しいのね。
編曲にはどのくらいかかりそうだ？
説明書もしっかりして1週間で。
それならそこでこの曲をタイトなスケジュールになる。
もちろんです。私たちだけの曲。目をつぶってても余裕ね。
Yo-Yo has to be crowned. Maybe she mind switched.
随分自信。そうじゃないとみんな。みんな、私たちのことピッカピカに輝く私たちを All eyes on me。
Oh shit, we got a music video? they release this, if they release the camera motion and the dance animations, I can probably recreate this. HoloLive releases theirs. I'm curious who owns the IP for that, or for this one. Yo, what's up, Sopa? Because camera is actually the hardest thing to do. The dance you can recreate relatively easily with mocap. It's the camera cuts are the hardest thing. Because once you have the camera cuts, then you can change the stage and you can change the everything else, all the visuals. Actually, you know what? If I can actually, I have somebody I can ask. I have somebody I can ask. I think I can get these. I think I can get this animation for Celeste. So if I have the animation, I can basically put 3 of her in 3 different outfits. And then do the full concert. The ringing phones. All right, I'm halfway through. Let me check if the site is ready. Okay, let me check on my laptop. I forget what it is. It's tier life/seed. I put it in the Discord. Oh. Okay, I think it works. Let me see. Yeah, what's up, Zai? Alright, So I think mine is working, so I'm gonna, I don't know, is Arrow, are you still here or no? I'm gonna take a short break from the story before we're on ringing phones, so let me just mark that. Wait, it's not. That's not it. Okay, here we go. Alright, now it's working. Alright, let me get arrows. So I can compare them. Yo! Yo, what's up, man? Thanks for following. All right, let me start with mine, then I'll look at arrows. All right, so my changes for the old updates are Diesel moves into T0, Privity moves into T0, Grid also moves into T0. So let me explain these. So for Union Raid in particular, these two are seeing more usage for Union Raid, and Privity is definitely seeing a lot more usage in Union Raid and Solo Raid after the T3 change. I think Midhara stays here. Nayuta, I think Nayuta's on the cusp. I think Nayuta's still pretty good for Win Team. I moved Anise into T0. I think maids are for raids, for Solo Raid and for Union Raid, still a must use. The only one I'm unsure of right now is Maiden, whether to move her into T3 or T1. I'm not sure until we see what the teams look like for Solo Raid. Obviously Neon is a T0. She's out damaging Cindy. Cindy is on the cusp of being a T1. Cindy and Maiden actually are both. Whichever one gets less usage this raid, I think will move down. I moved Summer and East down. Asuka finally got moved down. I think if a fire unit wants to be a T0, they have to be better than Asuka at this point. Rouge got moved down. I think she's still viable for bosses that need HP, like you need healing, and you don't have an option to run a real healer. I think Rouge still fits that bill. With giving some attack buffs and CDR, but her value is obviously much less than Anise. Moran, I left at T1. I thought about moving Moran into T0, but I think in almost all scenarios, you're going to run Anise over Moran. Like, just, you're going to run Anise over Moran 100%, and you're probably going to run Mermaid over Moran also with any MG team. I don't see, so like, if you use Asuka, use Nayuta, you use SBS, you use Liberalio, you're not using Moran on that team, you're using Mermaid. Like for win teams, for you are 100% you're using Little Mermaid for personal damage. I don't think Moran Copium. I don't think Moran's a T0. I think Anise is better. I think Little Mermaid's still better. Putting Moran on a I think putting Moran on a win team would not work. I don't think it's as, like, I think it's a damage loss. Siren will out-damage Moran, regardless of whatever Moran's doing. What's the other one that I moved down? Drake got moved down. Outside of Solar Rage Shotgun Team for Fire Week, Drake, I think, she's seen usage, but I don't think... I'm not convinced. I think Drake is probably going to be on her way out the door in the next 3 months. So I'm moving Drake down. Eve also. I haven't used Eve in a Union raid or so. I haven't used Eve outside of being a buffer at this point. She's just an attack buffer? Yeah. That's why I think anybody that's an attack buffer is a T1. That's why Summer Helm is here. That's why Eleg is here. That's why Miranda is here. I think Eve is basically just a buffer at this point. I don't see her being used for any other reason. I'm also moving Helm out of T0. I haven't used Helm in a single solo raid for the last 3 months. I don't remember the last time I used Helm. She's pretty much been on Team 5. In some situations, I didn't even use her. There was no reason to use her. For like the Wind solo raid, for example, she wasn't needed. There's been a lot of teams where you don't need the healing. You really only need the burst gen, but you're better off just putting another DPS there. She's still useful. I don't think that she's a T0. I think with Privity, I think if you're trying to fill out the 5th slot right now for a Union raid, you're putting Privity there. You're not putting Helm there. Like 100%, if you have 1 slot left in position 5, like if you're running Crown, you're putting Privity there. You're putting Privity or you're putting Mass there. You're not putting Helm there anymore. You're not putting Naga there anymore, unless there's core damage. But I don't even, like... Naga also got moved down, but we'll talk about that later. Or no, she stayed the same. Naga almost got moved down again, but... Yeah, there's no, like... Helm's usage has fallen off pretty bad. Arcana I had at T2 because I thought she was kind of niche. After this last... I'll put Helm if you want to. You can put Helm wherever you want, man. I just don't think... I think that her usage, now that Privity has such a high attack buff and the reload speed, paired with Crown, it's been a much better for... Oh, and the elemental weakness shit. I think it's 100% a better combo right now. So I moved Helm down. Arcana's moved up because of Shotgun. Arcana single-handedly, the last solo raid, was the difference maker for the Shotgun team. Like, insanely the difference maker on whether or not you were going to hit, like, top 200. And if you had 3 copies or not. So I moved her up. I think for Union Raid, probably not really. I don't think I don't think you're gonna use her for Union Raid 100 like at all. She's not like Brid. Brid is definitely Brid is better than Crown for fire right now. Like a decently invested Brid is better than Crown for fire content in Union Raid. Same with Diesel, and that's why Asuka got pushed. Arcana for solo raids. I don't see any reason to not use her right now. Ada moved up after the last solo raid. I think that Ada for solo raids in particular is getting more usage now because she has Midhara and Miranda and that flash grenade shit that she can do while you're holding the charge shot, basically as an infinite crit. So we now have like a real crit team. It's a cheesy crit team for solo raids. I don't know if she has usage outside of that. Maybe with Snow White, Iron Snow White, who I still have up here too. I'm not moving. I think she's she's T1. Iron Snow White's only niche for like basically Ultra, I think, at this point. Been a staple for SR. Yeah, it's dependent on whether you had Miranda Treasure or not. If you didn't have Miranda Treasure and you didn't have a lot of other investments, it was hard to use her, because what people were trying to use was basically and I moved her ass down here. She's T4 now. Was Rosanna with Miranda or Grave. It was a really tough team to use. So I think now that we have Nyuta is basically the V2 for that team with healing. It makes it's just like a stupid like brainless team. Yeah, I think Ada goes up. Ada moved up. I don't think she's a T0. I think she's niche. She still requires some other team around her. And that's also the same with Label. Label right now for Iron, like if you have Label built with Helm, you can output pretty good fucking damage on Iron content for Union Raid right now. Like, I didn't have my T3 Privity, and I still got as close as you did with your T3 Privity, like when Ada did the parse. Label was the difference maker there. So I think she's still going to be pretty good for Iron content. Now, we'll see after this next couple raids, Union Raids, if the bosses shift. And if they do, then she might drop out. She might drop to T2. She might be kind of niche again. But I think for now, she's proved that she's usable. That attack buff also on the burst is really high. All right, then who all moved out of T1? I moved Breddy out of T1. I don't think I've used Breddy since the Water Week Material H. I don't think I've even used Breddy. No, that's not true. I think the last Water Week one with Liberalio, she did work. But because of Snow White, Heavy Arms, and Dorothy, and even Privity and Helm, Water Helm, I think Breddy's out of T1. I think she's definitely out of T1. She's okay. She's usable. She's usable for like Team 4, Team 5, for solo raid. But for Union Raid, I don't expect that anybody's using her. That's also the same with Quincy. Quincy was good for what she was at the time. I don't think she's useful now. Ayn, I think, is in the same category. I think with the new electric characters for Union Raid electric team, I don't think anybody should be using Ayn for Union Raid. probably a team 4 or team 5 for solo raid with Ein, but I don't think she's a team. She's definitely not. She'll do damage. She's also like Isabel. I think with Isabel, and I moved Isabel and Arcana actually up here. Delta also moved out of T1. Delta, I think, is dead after with Privity coming in. I had Delta rated higher because she was basically the only one besides Ludmilla, and Ludmilla also is dead. Using Ein for... We had one person that was using Ein for UR, yeah. Because they didn't have Summer Anise. They didn't have Summer Anise. They had to use Ein. They had no choice. It was our only built electric character. Other ones I moved down. Blanc is out of T1. I don't see... I mean, I wouldn't expect anyone to be using Blanc in Union Raid. Maybe Team 5 solo raid, depending on how rough the boss is. Or Team 4. Ludmilla, I think, is also dead after Privity's Ascendance, to a degree. Maxwell is basically the backup Ada, I think. On the accounts I piloted for the last solo raid, if they didn't have Ada, I was having to use Maxwell. It was like, clearly it was a clear downgrade. Like, maybe she gets favorite item, maybe she gets an ult, but I think right now she's eh. And D, it hurts to do this, but honestly, we haven't had a solo raid boss that had a core, and we really haven't had a union raid boss that could take advantage of D's parts. Like D's entire kit this last 9 months, maybe? I can't remember a single time I've used D in solo raid for the last 9 months. I think I tried parsing with her, and I just got better results with leader. I think she's close to reset. These nuts. Yeah, these nuts. She's out. I think she's close to being reset. She needs a favorite item, or she's close to being reset. I mean, it's pretty. I mean, look, if we go to Enoch. What was the last one with a core? Well, that's Water Week. Mother Whale, I guess, has a core. Did the Queen have a core? I don't remember if the Queen had a core. You already resetted your D-nuts? I'm just looking at these. I'm like, didn't use her on... I think I tried to use her on Ziz. Maybe Hologram Cracker had a core. There were less than globally. What is that? 10 per page? There were 25 uses of D in the raid where there was a core and parts. In a raid where the boss had core and parts, which were her specialty, there were 25 uses total. So I think for solo raids and even probably union raids at this point, she's done. I mean, you only get 3. You get 3 burst 3s for union raid, right? It's gonna be those. I'm sorry, you get 3 burst 1s for union raid. That's gonna be Anise. That's probably gonna be Siren. Maybe Moron. Rappy. Those, or leader. Probably your leader would be your 5th, or label, maybe 6. That's probably about it. Rouge is done. I've never seen anybody successfully use Miranda in UR. The crit stuff doesn't really work for UR. So that's my list. That's my list so far. I went through here too. I thought Jill maybe moves up to T3 this raid, but I don't know. Oh, that was the other one. Viper and Exia moved down further. I moved Viper and Exia down even further. Viper I think is useless at this point. Exia is also useless. She's 100% a reset. I think after if I had more skill books, I may even reset. I would have reset her. Or if I had more skill resets, I would probably reset her. I don't even think. I think Exia is probably barely gonna make it into Team 5 this raid. Like barely. You're gonna have to really try to justify bringing her in, because Miranda will probably be on the one team. Leader will be on a team. Siren will be on a team. Anise definitely is on a team. Rappy will either be the B1 or you're gonna try to squeeze Exia. Oh, Tobe will be on a team because you need shotgun. You're basically out of slots now. Rappy is either a B1 or B3. So I don't even think she's gonna get used this raid. I think it's gonna be a hard justification to use her. Unless you're giga invested in her. Alright, these are my updates anyway. Let me see Arrow's updates. Okay, so you put Moran up here. I do think Moran should be up here, kinda, but I also think that Anise is better. I'm willing to say that Moran is a T0. I think she's probably she's probably like the 3rd, or she's probably like the 4th pick though. I think Siren's a higher pick. It's Anise, Siren, and then Rappy, and then Moran maybe, or Moran and then Rappy, depending on the boss. For Union Raid, you only get 3 teams, so. Yeah. I think Moran fits probably 2 of the 3, so I think you're right. I think Moran, yeah. You're right. I'm willing to concede that I think that she could be up here. Who did you move down? You moved Summer Niece down. Summer Niece, I agree. I moved Summer Niece down too. I thought maybe there would be a reason to keep her as a buffer, but I'm not sure. Maiden, I'm unsure on right now. Maiden's the only one I'm not sure if she's a T1 yet. I think for Union Raid and Solo Raid, she's still gonna get used, because you gotta fill, like, for a Union Raid, you need 5 here, so you're only gonna have Anise, Cinderella, Moran. You still gotta fill out the rest of the team, so you need another B3. I'm surprised you left Ein here. But yeah, she is viable. I think outside of her mirror container niche, she's close to I think she's a T2. personally. You move Anchor down? I think for hard mode right now... Oh, well, yeah, I guess... Well, no, even hard mode high deficit, you still need Anchor and Moron. You can't just do one or the other. Oh, because of the low clearer?
At Eros NNIN765 Pro, forgot to move Ada. Ein and Ada low clearers. Both T1, T2 electric attackers. Not your backseat excuse with 34 infractions.
Again. At least she's not talking
Rat
about
jam.
what's her name again?
Clueless.
I agree with Eve dropping. Eve 100% dropping. Yeah, Eve is just there for buffs. Maybe not even most of the time. Asuka to me is a maybe. Oh, you move SBS down. Okay, yeah, okay, all right. So, okay. Asuka is better than SBS. After my last test, Asuka Liberalio together was better than Liberal. Like if I wanted to do my most damaged team, that was Liberalio, Asuka, Mermaid, Nayuta, and Velvet. That was the most damaged team. You more than just power.
At Arosa Nin 765 Pro. Quoting yourself
So, like,
now. More than just power.
Yeah, most
Like your
most
34
damage
infractions
team
don't prove it.
was that combination because the
One-san
MG
already
boosted
spoke.
Mermaid
Rat jam. Clueless.
and it proc Mermaid's her MG procs Mermaid's thing, and then Liberalio was the increasing charge damage for Nayuta, I think, or some shit. I don't remember the exact reasoning. I had it documented somewhere. Here we go again. So I think she's definitely T1 or T0. I'm not sure. Mermaid's Anise is definitely lost a lot of her shine. Rouge is a step down. Drake, yes. Scarlet, SBS. Did I move SBS down? I actually didn't. I didn't move SBS down because I'm win biased, so I know my win team parses very well. But I think I would agree with this. I don't think I think you're right. I haven't used SBS in hard campaign since. I don't even use her on volleyballs. I just fucking use Rappy. Yeah, I don't remember the last time I used SBS on even volleyballs. The distributed attack, I mean, doesn't even... I mean, you can accomplish the same thing with Rappy. I think she does move down. I don't know what you're smoking here with Grave. Why would you use... You don't use... So what's your explanation for Grave? I've never used Grave in hard campaign. And for Fire Team, where's fucking what's her name? Where's Brid? Oh, there she is. Oh, for Snow White? Really? I don't know, maybe we should separate these then for hard campaign. Maybe we should separate a hard campaign high deficit list and then like a URSR list, because if Ronin saw this, okay, so like this is how you have to think about this list. If Ronin used this as his B2 and didn't use Nayuta, how pissed would you be? If Erebus or Sopa used Grave instead of Nayuta, or used Grave on the fire team instead of Brid, how pissed would you be? Yeah, that's what. Okay, so then we should probably separate this and do one for URSR, because those are pretty close, and then one for hard campaign. Because if I saw somebody use fucking Grave in UR and they had their Nayuta unused, I would lose my shit at them. What did you do? Cause like, oh, like, I mean, cause like even this, like Helm, like if somebody had Summer Helm and they were hitting Iron and they didn't use their Summer Helm, or they didn't use their Privity, I guess it's contextual, but like, let's say they were on Water and Iron, and I saw that they used their Privity on one place, and then they didn't use their fucking Helm on Iron hit, and they used like, I don't know, they used like regular Helm. I'd be pretty pissed. I'd be like, that's a shit team. You should have used Helm to buff your, or you should have used Eve like to buff your Iron damage for Raven. I agree with the D placement. Vesti, I think that's a hard campaign thing. Ray, I almost moved Ray out too. Did I move Ray? I didn't move Ray yet. I was gonna move Ray and I forgot to last night. I think Ray is kind of, yeah, not as viable. I was gonna drop her to T2 also. Delta's a drop, Lidmilla's a drop, Ray's a drop. Yeah, Maxwell's dead. Delta dead with Privity now. Asuka for URSR, yes, I would drop her down here. I think the only spot in hard campaign where Asuka is useful is basically the Shielder robot, the Shielder Raptures. That's like the one specialization she has that she just literally deletes those things. It's like her one niche thing that she has at this point is the fucking Shield Raptures just die. And that includes glasses. That's the only specialization she has for hard campaign. Outside that, we haven't had any bosses with core. No bosses with parts that really matter for her. Blanc, yep. Crust, yes, that's a L. Exia is dead. I was gonna move. I don't know about Takina and Chisato yet enough. We've had one raid for them. I was gonna leave them where they are until we get the next Iron raid to see if they stay or not. I don't have enough information to say Chisato or Takina should move anywhere. Chisato definitely made Altrua easy for me, even at a mid investment. So I'm not sure on these two yet. I don't think until we have the next Iron raid I'm ready to move them, but I think they might both move down. Zwei also is basically on the same bubble. Zwei is also on the bubble. If I don't use her this raid, she's probably gonna move to T3. If I can't use Y this solo raid, she's out. And that treasure was a waste. Altizen as a core? I'm surprised you didn't move Label up, but I mean you have Arcana here too and Ada. I mean these are niche. These three are kind of niche. I mean like all four of these, even Naga. I mean I've had Naga at T2 for a while. I think Sephi, hold on. Didn't he moved Naga down today? Oh my god, he moved her to T3. Oh my god, he moved her even worse than I did. I was gonna move her down I was close to moving her down last night. He moved her to T3. I said I was about to reset her. She was about to be reset. I ran out of tickets. She's lucky. I thought he moved her out of T1 to T2. So he moved her to T3. I was close to moving her to T3 last night. I was like, man, I was thinking about resetting her, and then I was like, yeah, but Electric Solar Raid and maybe like a core PH chocolate. I don't know. So here was my rationale. I don't remember the last time I used her in hard campaign. I don't remember the last time I used her in a solo raid, other than when I used her with the all shotgun team by herself with no Tia, just for the healing on Mother Whale and for the core damage. And I think she has doesn't she have the pellet thing, like the faster shooting or something like that? I don't remember exactly. I can't remember the skill off the top of my head. But I was like, I think that's the last raid I used her in was that Mother Whale one, which we just looked at that, right? And that was 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have a current one now. That was almost 8 months ago. Was the last Naga usage. Rapunzel's probably also a T3. I think Rapunzel's probably T3. I don't remember the last time I used her either. I think it's been at least a year. I think Rapunzel should probably move down. Vesti, I think you're right. I think for hard campaign, yes. But I don't. I think we should probably do a separate one. We should probably do one for hard campaign and then one for UR/SR, because even in the last fire raid, nobody used Vesti. No one used Vesti in Union raid either. I think a couple of people tried. I think they mocked it. Isabel Arcana, I think, should move up. Oh, you shit on Viper too. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Viper stonks are done. Dala probably also. I missed that one. Probably should have moved her out. Coco. Yeah, probably not. I don't think we're using her even for the debuffer thing. I think we're just taking the debuff at this point. For most times. I'm not sure about Jill. I think this raid will be whether or not she's usable. I don't agree with EH. EH is garbage. EH is not even a team 5. Like, if you had a win raid for, let's say for solo raid, you would get more damage from Guilty than you would from EH. Mana does more damage than EH. EH is pretty bad. I think she's unusual. My Guilty does... Well, you have a fucking 100 elemental Guilty. But my shit Guilty, I think, that will do just as much as EH. EH for those who don't have Wasaka? I don't know, man. Sephi tested her. She was pretty bad. You could even go neutral and do more damage than her. Her kit... I don't know why they bricked her kit so bad. I mean, she's better than Sora. There's that going for her. Like, she's... I reset Summer Sakura. I mean, so if you don't have Summer Sakura and you don't have Wasaka, then... And you don't have SBS. And you don't have Velvet. And you don't have Liberalio. And you don't have Mermaid. And you don't have Niuta. That's a lot of ands already. And you don't have Ray. And you don't have Noir. Okay, now you can... Now EH is an investable unit. Like, there's a lot of anding before you get to here. I would say even fucking Noir does more damage than her. I'm pretty sure Noir does more damage than her. Noir was my main DPS when I started the game. Who do I reset? I don't know. I'd have to look at your account. I mean, I would reset Sakura if you haven't already. It's done. Oh shit, did he miss it? I would reset Summer Sakura. She's dead at least until the next Union raid or next solo raid when maybe you need a 5th win unit and you just go like 4-4-4 or some shit. Oh, they're at 4. Oh, if it's at 4, then it's not worth doing. Mari is probably a reset for most people. Lidmilla is actually a close one. Oh shit. If it's done, I think I didn't do Celeste. Whoops. Well, I don't think she doesn't need it. It's fine. She has plenty of skill books. I can always save him for the next Annie. Oh, they ended on Wednesday? Fuck. Well, I forgot to do them on Celeste, but none of her shit's at 10-10-10. The only one that I considered resetting was Lidmilla, which was 10-7-10. E-Leg was a reset for me. My E-Leg was a 10-10-10. I ended up putting her back to like 7-7-4. But it was way too much investment for what she was doing. Anything else I see here? Laplace, that's Copium. Bro, where the fuck are you gonna use Laplace? No one uses Laplace in Union Raid, Solo Raid, or fucking Hard Campaign. This is Copium. Bro, just wait till the altar comes out. Oh shit, you moved Tia to T4? I missed that one. She was better than mid-hood? Wait, so then why did you move mid-hood up? Because I left mid-hood at T2. Nihilister at the bottom? Yeah, she's useless. Nihilister's like completely useless. For most raid content, she's unusable. If you want to use her for a raid, that's like you're just throwing basically. Guilty has her uses. Arrow's the one that moved her down. I had her at T4. Arrow dropped her 2 spots.
Guilty at
Arrow's
max force with her niche uses. Keep her cozy, sopa muy caliente. She's T2 wind attacker gold for the right raids. Don't reset your gremlin heart just yet.
Arrow moved her to T4. Actually, you know who should also move to T4? Guillotine actually. I didn't use Guillotine in the last water raid. I tried to use her. I think she's done. Dude, what the fuck did she... Why did she go search Reddit? What the fuck? I'm hurt I like her, but hearing this makes me want to refund the investment. Yeah, you should not be investing in the Hillster. No, it's just hard. It's just SR, UR, and hard mode. I don't touch PvP. I don't really touch PvP. So you'll see a lot of PvP Nikkes at the bottom. If we remove hard mode, I think we should remove hard mode and then just do UR SR, and then we can do a separate one for hard mode, and we'll just put a tag on them for hard mode ranking. Well, like we can do a tag for hard mode. Like I could just put a tag here that says switch to hard mode tiers, and then it'll reassign it'll show the new tier. Because I don't think, well, I mean, like in my view, I don't think like if somebody used Grave in UR, I'd be pretty pissed off. If they used Grave and didn't use their crown, didn't use their mask, didn't use their Nayuta, or I would be pretty pissed. Or their Brid. Like if they used Grave over any of those 4 on their hits for not a sufficient reason, I'd be pretty pissed off. Like I would consider that almost throwing. I think you got to think about it like that, because like if somebody like, okay, so like what do we have for water right now? Right, like we have Doro, we have Privity, we have Snow White, and we have Helm. Did you move Helm too, or no? Or did you? Oh, you left Helm up here. So like if somebody ran a water team and they didn't use Helm and instead they used fucking Quincy, I would be like, dude, you're like they're literally throwing. Now, if somebody used Eleg over Privity because their Privity is not T3, then that's like a... I'd understand. That's an understandable swap. But if somebody just straight up like didn't use Snow White, or they didn't use Helm, and instead they use fucking Quincy or Breddy or Ludmilla, I'd consider that like throwing. Like they're using basically the oldest meta water units that haven't been used in like 6 months for the most part for UR. Mew doesn't have E-legs, it uses S, Dora, Ready. I mean, you have T3 Privity now. Yeah, that's why I moved Helm down too, because I'm... On some accounts, like Afta's account, Afta's Helm, or its Flying's Helm, is fucking busted. So Helm and Snow White with Privity, or Helm and Snow White with E-leg, I have to test both combinations every time I pilot. Because his Helm does a shitload of damage. And the burst rotations are really good. But his I think it's Flying's account maybe. And his Dorothy is less cracked. His Dorothy's built but just doesn't output the same damage as Helm. You're open for SE leg and S Dora? Yeah, I need Summer Helm on my alt account. I don't have her. It's bit me in the ass already, like the last 3 solo raids. Assuming we don't get another iron buffer before then that displaces her. I can agree with most of these. I think Red Hood I would leave in T2 personally. I think Red Hood is too niche. Like outside of Ultra, Storm and Stormbringer, we haven't had much for UR at least. We haven't had much we haven't had that many bosses she's been usable on. Same with the with SRs. Yeah, if not for hard mode, yeah, I think that's. I would say yes for hard mode. I'd consider her needed. She's like Alice basically. I mean, you either go Alice or you go Red Hood, or for most of those stages. But if we do a SR UR tier list only, she hasn't been used for most URs other than Ultra and Stormbringer lately. Those are the last 2 I can remember. I mean, for solo raids, let's see. I think she did get some usage on Ultrua. Yeah, she got uses on Ultrua. She got decent usage. What was the other Iron Week? Mother Whale. I think she got usage here too. Hello? Not as much as Ultrua, but still enough. Oh no! Oh, those are multiple. Those I'm missing the numbers here. 400 parses of the Cindy. Oh my god! Wait, no, she did not, dude. Iron Week mother. Wait, is it? Am I dumb? Dude. Nah, dude, she didn't even get used on Mother Whale. Look at this. She was a fucking B1 buffer for Midhara and Cindy. Oh, fucking app crashed. There was 430 something uses of that team. That's bad. That's like and that's an iron weak boss. That's why I thought on Altrua, I was like, I'm pretty sure she was usable for the rods and for the shields. Because I didn't remember running her for Whale. Maybe I did. All right, so let me hold on. Let me adjust this. So like I think on mine. Oh, I moved her out of T0. Yeah, I think she goes to T2. I think Rapunzel goes to T3. I think Guillotine's out. Tia's out. Haven't fucking touched her. I haven't used Tia in God knows how long. Julia, I think, is also... Julia and Freema are also actually probably dead. You're right on Dala. Coco, haven't touched. Chime. I think that this Chime crown thing is copium. Now that I've already built mine, I reset my Chime. I think that was cope. Sakura is close to moving down. I reset her already. Scarlet, I think you're... well, if we're just doing SR and UR... SR and UR... Scarlet can maybe stay. She's run... I mean, you're either running... The thing is that you're either running... I think Ray can move down. You're either running Liberalio with Scarlet, or you're running Asuka with Liberalio, or Asuka with Scarlet. You're running like one of these three, like two of these three for UR. You're running one of these three. I'm sorry, you're running two of these three right now. I'm willing to say maybe she's like on the cusp of a T1, but I'm not sure. I'm trying to think if 8 is out too. What are the B2s right now? It's Crown. It's Nyuta. It's Brid for fire. Who are we using on water? We're using Aid for electric, most likely. I think, yeah, right. I think Anchor goes down. You're mass teching? I don't remember the last time I used my Anchor. Yeah, I think you're still using Aid basically for electric team. You need burst gen there. We'll see after this new UR if that's true. She might move down again because Anise and Neon have really good burst gen. Moron, I think it's a T1. I don't know if she's a T0 for UR. Moron's in that category of like if you have her, you should definitely use her. But I'm thinking about like if you have Anise, you must like for okay. So like if we looked at everyone's yeah, I guess maybe it is T0. So if I looked at everyone's teams at the end of a raid and I saw that they didn't use Anise and they had Anise, I would be like, that's a fuck up. if they had Rappy and they didn't use Rappy as a B1 at least, that's like a fuck up. If you didn't use Little Mermaid, that's a fuck up. Like if Little Mermaid goes unused at the end of your 3 attempts, that's a mistake. Leader is almost in that category, but because you need to use at least these 3 first. Oops. Because you need to use at least those 3 first, leader is like maybe 4th priority. No, I'm not talking about survivability. I'm just talking about if you have to use like 3, you have 3 hits, right? If we had 3 hits and I saw that like Cygnus didn't use Siren, like we look at his attacks and we see on water, like he does his 3 attacks and then he didn't use Siren. I would be like, dude, why didn't you use Siren? I'd question why that wasn't used. I would think the same thing of Anise. If like after this raid, if someone was on electric and they didn't use Anise, I would seriously question why they didn't use her. If she was built. Moran is kind of in that category, but not necessarily. Like, you only get 3 hits, so you can really only run 3 B1s. Now, you could put Anise, I guess, with Moran in if you're running electric. So that's why I'm saying like she's a T0. I think maybe you're right. I think she is a T0, but I think she's less like must use versus Mermaid is like Mermaid and Anise for this next UR, like you need to you must use them on a team somewhere. Someone not using Rouge, for example, now would be forgivable because there's nowhere to slot her in. You get 3 teams, so you're at the bottom of the barrel. Like after you've already used those two of the burst ones, you only have 1 hit left. So unless you're on iron, like that, if you're on iron, then maybe use leader. If you're not on iron, then you use Moran or you use Siren. If you're on iron, you might even use label and not use leader. I know what you're saying, though. I know what you're saying about survivability. But again, like... So you also have to take this from the perspective of we're not building this for the general audience. Like, I don't really give a shit about 300 sinks. This is for... This is like top player rating, maybe. Like, top 50... union rate URs and top 200 SR parsers. Like what are the units that are like you giga invest in it and you have to use them? Don't listen to this rage baiter. Sorry. If we try to cover every scenario, you 200 things matter, LOL? No. Sorry, you don't. Your problems are different than our problems. Is Summer Anise used too? Summer Anise is still valuable, still very useful. But I think for like our purposes, this is whale and very high synchro, high investment. Where do these things pay off for solo raids and union raids? It's not necessarily I'm a 200 sync and I can't survive Mother Whale on hard mode. So that's the that's I think we got to make that distinction. Because if you want that type of thing, there's a site called Pridewin. And they'll tell you all the sweet lies that you need to hear about why your character is good. And they're gonna give you like 30 different listings for their tier lists. Like, what is this for? What is this story? What fucking is? Oh, this is story. Is this high deficit? It's not, it doesn't even say. This is fucking bullshit. Dude, she's not, no fucking way she is good as Rappy. That's so copium. That is the most cope shit I've seen. No fucking, no way she triple S for story. That's cope. She lows clears on what? On Ziz? It can't just be because she low clears on Ziz. It's gotta be like all Fire Week bosses? I want to see one person in Corlos that fucking low cleared with Vesti then. I don't think I've seen one. Has a single person, I don't even think I think Cygnus gave up on that shit. Giga investment. Cygnus, I'm pretty sure Cygnus gave up on that. This is why I'm saying, that's why I'm saying like this. Like, we gotta separate these things because, yeah, see, that's what I mean. Like, that's like a one trick pony for Fire Week. That's also like me Giga investing in Asuka for fucking shield bosses. No, this is more general information. It's not a bad site. I'm not shitting on Pridwin, like, content. The audience that they serve is people that are more, they're trying to serve two different niches, I think, with this. They're trying to say that if you hyper invest in Vesti, then you can glow clear stuff, but the amount of investment is ridiculous. And then but then they also have some stuff in here where they're saying like other meta units are like for the general user, which I don't know. There's too much going on here. Like they have Takina in as double S for story. Like, is that? Emma and D? Dude. Yeah, this is what I mean. Is like, so like if you're a blue CP clearer, these units will definitely work. I'm not saying that they're bad units. Like, look at it. They have triple S for Moran. I think Moran is... I think she's very good, but I don't think she's very good at everything. Like, I think Anissa's gonna outshine her. What if it's just for the story mode? No, these are. I mean, if it's for story mode, that's like this is a worthless list then. If it's just for story mode, like just go buy fucking core dust. You can beat anything in story mode if you have enough core dust. You don't even. You can use garbage units and clear it. I cleared with fucking rupee. I cleared with rupee at a deficit. In story mode, so I mean, it's not a. If that was the list, it would not be a very good list. These are meant for like hard campaign. When they say story, that's really what they're saying. Yeah, what's up, Heavenly? Anyway, this is what I'm saying is like these their guidance here is for like people that are not necessarily high deficit. I mean, like, dude, look at Scarlet. Look at Modern. These units, unless you're like within 10%, these are not clearable with Modernia and Scarlet. Electric content? No fucking way.
At Erozen Min
She's still
765
up
Pro.
Yes, this is pro.
No CDR equals no S class.
That's why I'm
Noted
saying like
and
we have to
ignored.
separate what we're doing
With
from like what
35
they're doing because what they're
infractions.
doing is that they are placating
Lamau,
with like 200
Rat Jam,
sinks, the 160 sinks,
Clueless.
where like the bosses are baby bosses, and the deficit at that level isn't really that like you can clear with garbage and or you can clear with like meta-ish types of units, and you'll be able to clear the stage as long as they're like good enough. They just have to be good enough. Sephi is at least... He's also kind of doing the same thing. Sephi doesn't touch raids though.
That they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
Not even good for solo raid. Sephi's not really doesn't really touch raid content. He's just touching PvE. And his is a little bit more, his is also kind of the same thing, it's just more general. He's not talking about bossing and like, oh, this niche thing on this one boss where you need Anchor to like survive Black Snake, and Anchor then is like, you know, fucking T0 because of that. She's T1. She's very usable for a lot of story content. But she's in a reasonable tier. I think for us, our tier list should strictly really be like one Solar Raid and UR, because those have the most overlap for like people that are doing high investment in a unit for raids. Those generally carry over from Solar Raid to UR. Like, people that are top 200 rankers in Solar Raid are, like, fucking massive damage dealers in UR. Like Red's a good example of that. Red's account for Solar Raid and for UR is, like, the perfect example of good investment in a meta unit that carries over into SR. His investments don't fucking matter for story. Because he's such a high synchro. So, like, I think that should maybe be the first thing, is like we just focus on SR UR, and then we make a second list that's for high deficit, because then that's when it matters for like people that are giga invested in like Snow White, or in Mihara, or in Cindy, or Liberalia, or Doro. Okay, where do those investments that they've made for UR and SR pay off on hard mode? You thought Scarlet was a good unit, the one without the hat? No. Scarlet Black Shadow is the better one. The electric one is garbage outside of PvP. She used to be good early game because you didn't really have much good electric damage dealers, but we have more than like Scarlet will probably, I'm not gonna say she won't be. She's less likely to even be used this raid with Trina. Yeah, SBS is good. it's the Electric Scarlet. Even with Trina, there's actually a chance that Isabel will get more use as SR than Scarlet will. That's also why I moved Isabel up. I moved Isabel up 3 spots. I think for this SR, Isabel Arcana will see more usage than Scarlet Black, than Electric Scarlet. Jill, I'm undetermined about. I'm willing to maybe move her into 4, T4, but I don't know enough to say whether her kit's gonna be viable. Let me save this too, so I don't fucking forget that I moved all these. All right, so then we need Cheto. We need Cheto to do his list, and then we probably need to reconcile these. But I think we have a lot of agreement, at least on the top line. I think the only one. Well, you probably have to change some of these because you were doing hard campaign included in that. I think Velvet will stay on the win team for the foreseeable future for UR. I don't see her moving at this point. Yeah, he hasn't started. He'll do it tomorrow. I'll edit it. I think Velvet will stay for the foreseeable future unless we get another B2 buffer that's like right now Velvet is exchangeable with Mast. So you can basically now flex Mast onto the team where you need the extra damage. So until we get another B2 that replaces her for wind, or like a B2 wind buffer, I don't know if she'll move. Because you can't put Privity with Liberalio because of Liberalio's B3 shit. Like, if Privity is the lowest attacker, when you put her with Liberalio, that means SBS doesn't get the buff anymore. So you can't put another B3 there. It has to be another B2. What are you bother? No, so SBS and Liberalio have to technically need to be run together. With Nyuta and Mermaid and Velvet. That's actually the team comp. That's like the perfect win team comp right now. You could put Mass there and do Mass Tech, but it's actually more of a bother to do that. You can get the same damage with Velvet just sitting in position 5. You don't really need to do it for any other reason. It's like the easiest win team right now. It's also the same thing with Fire. Like right now the Fire team is Brid, Mihara. Did I leave Fire Ray? Fire Ray I think should still, yeah, Fire Ray should still stay here. I move and then it's Diesel. Fire Ray might move, I don't know. It depends on if we get a new buffer. Her utility might start dropping, but I think for now she doesn't move anywhere. She's like Eleg basically.
At Arosanin 765
She's just the Eleg of the Fire team. There's not much
duo with
other
Alice.
use for her.
T1 Fire SR. Sure, but Phantom Libby doesn't exist. Like your backseat
Phantom
cred with
Libby
35
doesn't
infractions. Rat Jam. Clueless.
You're gonna make that? Yeah. I mean, that's the team I use. Jesus Christ. Well, she doesn't know the updates yet. Also, I haven't given the alternative names to her for Siren and Little Mermaid. That is, that's still being worked on. Raven, I think, also will stay put for now, but if we get a summer Iron unit, Raven might be moving down. Possibly. Actually, if we get a Summer Iron unit, Raven and Eve will probably both move down. I'm not ready personally though. I'm not ready to move Maiden down yet. I'm not sure what the I think this is going to require testing to see what the proper electric comp will be for UR. If you're running Privity instead of Maiden there, then maybe. Maybe she moves. Here's my other thing. I was actually thinking about this. Maiden might also move because I think that the better electric team that's going to be run is this one. I guess I can test it real quick. Snow Crane is like teeth. Where did I even fucking put her? T5. No competitive use. Fucking I literally wrote it. This is why I think we need to differentiate ourselves from what Sephi and fucking Pridwin are doing, because they're like, yes, we have similar rankings a bit, but then like this is maybe Copium. Also, Liberalio should be a T0 for Wind. I don't know, but these are again, like, this is PvE, right? So he's focused on just what are the 5 units I can stick into my team and auto battle through hard campaign or tower, not how do I get max, like fucking Cindy's T1. I actually almost moved Cindy down too. I consider moving Cindy down, but I think it needs to be tested. But it's not how do I form 3 teams for Union Raid and get like 10 billion from every team. So he's not doing that niche because he won't do it, and I already asked him about it and he said he's not doing it. So yeah, he's just giving generalist tiers, and that's fine. He should do that. That should be his content. We can have the Maldi content because I know he's not going to do it. Oh, that is it. Okay, all right. So my thought is this might be one of the teams.
Nihilister Phantom Cursed Greed? No API knows her. Abyss tier Garbo.
She needs to learn how to
300?
fucking look up
Squads
misspellings.
won't save that. Clueless Copium.
The squads? Yeah, I have to update the squads. That's what we have to do. That's the second part. I'll probably do that after Solar Raid when I see what people are doing on Enoch for team comps and who's basically dead for buffers. I need more data to figure out whether like who's not being used. I think DKW is probably dead for sure. I think this is a new electric team. We'll see. Because of the crit on Neon. This is why I'm thinking Maiden gets moved down, but I'm not sure. No, it's here. Hold on. It's one on my panel.
Nihilister site cursed breed? Abyss Phantom. No data exists.
It's also in my panels.
Nikke.xyz or Pridwin for real units. Clueless copium.
It gets censored because it sounds like another word. Oh shit, it's already 10 o'clock. Fuck. I think I'm gonna finish story tomorrow. I spent longer on that tier list than I wanted to. You don't know what word I'm talking about? Knicker? What's wrong with knickers? They're just panties. Do you wash yours? Or you not wear any? Bro got stains on his knickers. I'm curious. I don't remember what my max was. Oh, I think my max is 40. Maybe this really isn't it. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe this is an optional? And maybe this is an option. Maybe it's not the theme, it's a option. Maybe I was expecting too much out of the crit. Oh! Alright, 12 and 10. 12, 10, 7. What was the other one I ran? Was it oh, it was with Maiden. So I thought with the HP Cinderella would do more. And then with the crit, Neon would do more. Oh, you piece of shit. How the fuck did you do that? So then the question is whether or not Maiden is cooked here, because Maiden, if Privity is better in this regard, then Maiden might be cooked. She's gonna have limited. I can never find her. It was a stupid fucking gacha skin. You ask me any questions on number? I mean, the only thing you can do is ask, because there's a lot of misinformation. That's also why I'm debating. That's why I'm asking Arrow on stream, so people can learn. Because I have my biases of Nikke's that I like, especially collab characters, and he has his. And Cheto also has his like ridiculous shit that he comes up with, and I don't always agree with it either, so. Olivera, they probably do. Dude, that charge speed on her is fucking looking good right now. If I get one more line of charge speed or somewhere, I think I gotta get an attack first. But if I get, no, I don't think I have anywhere I could slot it. Unless I ditch the crit damage. Dave the Diver Collab? Did they announce another one? They did one like a year ago, last year. It looks like it's going to be a little less than Maiden. I think the only thing Maiden has going for her is the extra stacks at the end. Oh, are they doing it again then?
At ArosenNin765 Pro, aloe vera room for him in minigame collab. Phantom units again. No such
Didn't she
Nikke.
technically get more
Collab
stacks?
only tease. 35 infractions say wonder elsewhere.
During her burst, if her charge speed's
Rat
higher?
Jam. Clueless.
66 is pretty high. Oh, you thought a unit was coming out? No. It's just they just did a minigame. Because it's 2 per shot. No males? Yeah. Oh wow, okay, they barely beat out the mating team. Right at the end. Okay, so Maiden is like second best. I think she survives. She survives as a T1. I don't think she's a T0. I guess it depends on whether you're hitting water and electric. Like, so it's gonna depend on where your privity has to be used with Crown. Because Min can't survive the process of conversion. There's like a whole lore thing. This is also why I was saying Moran's maybe not a T0, because if I think maybe you use Moran on another team. I don't think she's gonna. I think. Well, we were putting Moran on electric last UR. I don't think we're doing that. She might find herself another spot, maybe fire team instead of leader. Most likely. I think that's probably where she's gonna end up. I think she's gonna end up on fire team because fire team doesn't have much healing, and leader kind of sucks to use there. I could see that being the case. That she gets moved there, and then leader sees less usage next UR. I know Monarch didn't fucking auto that. I should just auto it and push him down. Bro sitting there holding his mouse. Alright. I was gonna finish story, but I don't think I have enough time. He was there holding his mouse and he is fucking mashing his keyboard. I know he was. Just like Matt fucking mass teching. Matt and Erebus fucking mass teching to try and take a spot on my old ass like auto attempt from fucking months ago. All right, I think I'm gonna have to finish story tomorrow because I have work shit tomorrow. I'm in meetings all day tomorrow from the new job, so I'm gonna have to finish. I think we'll do Celebrate stuff tomorrow. I'm gonna try to finish story before then. But let me see if there's anybody on real quick. I think little Sanguini's on. Oh my god, he's doing yawn pulls. All right, we'll raid little weenie. Yo, thanks for dropping in. Supple, Cursed, Heaven, Arrow. Good to see you, Heaven, Heavenly, Zohan, Oh Bummer, Plebistorian. Thank you for the follow. Shekovich, Sopa, Zai. Thanks for hanging out. We're gonna raid Night Night. I think he's doing pulls or something. I don't know what he's doing. I'm just gonna raid him, make fun of him. You're welcome to join and make fun of him. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll do solo raid tomorrow. No, I think we'll try to finish the tier list if Cheddar's ready. Little bro Dedge, yeah, little bro Dedge, little unemployed bro. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.